Evening. I've just got back from Power Hour, and tonight what we spoke about was about protection. Protection of ourselves, protection of our own energies. We sometimes can be quite sensitive and influenced by other people and other people's reactions and other people's behaviours, especially people who are quite sympathetic and like to listen and care for other people and listen to their problems. Unfortunately, that normally ends up in a negative downward spiral. If you're talking to somebody and they're spilling all of their negative energy, and you tend to take on their emotions because you almost internalize it. You listen to their vocabulary, their thoughts and their opinions, their outcry. You kind of take it on yourself and you attach to the thoughts and the feelings and the emotions, and you internalize that. You have a different heart rate associated to being sad or being anxious or being giddy or being excited or being upset or being angry. And you actually take that on. You take their thoughts on, their opinions, their account of situations and circumstances that have gone on in their life, and you attach to those thoughts and you take them on as your own, and then you change your own body chemistry to mirror theirs, or to understand and get that empathetic kind of understanding of what it is that they're actually going through. Unfortunately, when this happens all the time, generally by the same individual, or just by a lot of people coming at you with their negative woes all the time, it can be exhausting. It can be exhausting for you to keep protected, so that your emotions and thoughts and feelings aren't always on this kind of roller coaster. You're not going down in the dumps. You're not feeling anxious, stressed, worried, sad, upset by what they're saying to you, because you are taking it on and you're holding the burden of it. Ultimately, you have to protect yourself. It's like the saying, you don't have to attend every argument that you're invited to. So other people's anger and frustrations and other situations and circumstances that you end up in that are negative and going nowhere, you don't actually have to attend them. You can be there, present, and you can listen, but to stand back in your mind and take that gap so that you can be somewhere else in your mind. The thoughts, the opinions, the words, the vocabulary are there, and you're here. You've taken an actual mental step back so that you don't attach to those thoughts and you don't take on those negative emotions, feelings. You can keep yourself completely separate, and this protects you. It actually gives you more clarity of mind. You can step back in your head, in your imagination, and breathe. You can put your feet on the floor and ground yourself. You can stay in quite a calm, detached position, and it actually keeps your mind clear of the chaos and the angst and the anger and the frustration of the thoughts, of the emotions of the other person, their opinions. This actually makes it easier for you to make a decision. It actually makes it easier for you to be able to respond in the correct way rather than in an over emotional way or an over attached way. And it actually gives clarity on the whole subject, and you can then positively shift that person that's in front of you, or not. You can just allow them to verbalise what they want to verbalise, and then just listen and walk away. And your day's not affected. Your calmness, your energy levels aren't affected, and your emotions aren't up and down like theirs have been. Normally what you find is that they have this outcry, and then they've actually had a big release. So they've then let go, and normally just you listening is all they need. You don't really have to respond. In fact, sometimes with anger and frustration, a response isn't listened to anyway. So you could stand there and say nothing and nod and not attach, and that will make you feel better, and the other person feel better. They walk away and carry on their life, and you walk away and carry on yours, and you've not been upset by the whole thing. So tonight we've been talking about how to do this and how to be able to protect yourself. And it's quite simple. You just stand, you breathe, you listen. And inside your mind, you have taken that step back and you're not going to attach. Check yourself. Because I guarantee when you're the one stood there biting, waiting for it to respond, waiting to put your take, your spin on somebody else's argument, when you're there ready with your opinion, that's got you het up, that's got you angry, that's got you emotionally attached and involved in their situation. Is it your situation or is it just theirs? Keep yourself protected. Come from a balanced perspective and have clarity of thinking. It's easier said than done. It's easy to carry on with the roller coaster and go along with the emotions, especially if it's someone you care for. But you are actually going to be a better, more positive, safe rock for them to be able to sound off to if you come from a grounded, detached, protected place where you've got clearer thinking. It's also much more healthy for your mind. So that's me talking about protection. Speak to you soon.